Alright, this is actually take 2, believe it or not, because my phone died. And it probably looks a little different too, because this is normally the phone I record on, which is better. This is my main phone with a shittier camera. This is completely fucked. It's like the screen's all fucked on it and everything, but the camera still works fine. Anyway, you read the title of the video. I'm not going to waste more of your time. Now, this is meant to be my 100th video. Now, I don't know if it actually is, if I can math properly. Hopefully it is. But I kind of want to just run through what I've learned and what my experiences have been with YouTube since I've started. Now, I'm closing in on 6 months recording, doing videos now, and 100 videos. You know, growth is slow, but steady, I guess. But I'm just going to run through a few of the main things that I've noticed / learned in my YouTube journey so far. The first one is my speaking skills. Now, you should be the first ones to notice that I am much more of a confident speaker. Now, whether that's, even just from video to video, or comparing my first video and this video here, I feel like I'm a lot more confident and, I'm able to speak off the cuff, without prompt a lot easier. When I started, I was heavily scripting my videos, every word to say. And it was taking me ages and ages. Like, it'd take me a couple of hours sometimes just to get, a take, get it right. And then I had to edit and film, whatever. But it was just, I was not very good at speaking. And so I couldn't, I wasn't very good at elaborating on ideas, kind of just on the fly. Now, I'm not great at it yet, but I am significantly better. And that has helped me actually in other areas of my life, with my conversation, that kind of just being able to continue on and not like, when you finish something to say, just stop. Basic conversation is like, if you get asked a question, how's uni? It's like, oh yeah, uni's going all right, but I'm enjoying this part, and then this and this, being able to actually hold up a part of a conversation. And it's a skill you kind of just pick up, I guess. But speaking about these topics and having to continue to, branch out ideas and, think up more things to say on the, as I'm talking, helps with those kind of scenarios. And so it's actually benefiting a lot more areas of my life than what I initially thought it would, which is actually really good. I'm glad it is. And it's nice to be able to just sound confident when you speak, because we all talk, but the difference makers in the world are who can talk the best. And I'm not sure if you've seen that one clip of Andrew Tate where he says, there's lots of people on earth who've spoken for longer than me, so why aren't they better than me? And it's because Tate actually reviews what he says and goes back and analyzes. And I feel like with YouTube videos, having to run through the editing process and seeing where you've messed up or what you could have said better really helps with developing your speaking skills and looking for using better words and all that kind of stuff. It's actually it's one of the best things, really. It's just so good. But anyways, we'll keep moving on. Now, people think that YouTube is all this smooth sailing and all that, once you make it big. But there's actually, shit goes wrong, and it's not always easy. There's, like this video. My phone fucking died when I was recording, and that's just, tacked on 10 minutes to my recording time. Just fucking around with this, and, spending time actually planning out an idea and, you know, sitting down and knowing what you're going to say and recording effectively, and, you know, being active and kind of in the mindset of, you know, actually being able to record and put out a good product. And then, you know, once you've done that, you know, I send my documents, if I do edit them, I send them through Google Drive, and that takes time. So I've got to kind of plan ahead to make sure that gets up so you can upload it on time and all that kind of stuff. Little things that, you know, if they go wrong, can just be another little headache. And sometimes, you know, it's all that little things. Now, I'm still figuring out how I like to edit my thumbnails. I've kind of found a little bit of a style, I'll say, that I've been quite liking. So I'm gonna run with that for now and see how it goes. If you like it, you know, comment below if you like my new thumbnails. If not, maybe some tips. I'm all ears. But I'm just trying to say that it's not smooth sailing. You know, shit does go wrong, but, you know, you can't let that get you down. It's kind of just part and parcel of having a YouTube channel. Like, if it was 100% smooth sailing the whole time, then, you know, everyone would be doing it. Now, I've kind of already touched on these two, so I'm going to kind of just put them together. But, you know, having confidence in my ability to, you know, speak and, you know, deliver ideas. Now, it was probably 2 months, 10 weeks, something like that ago. I had a really big, like, uni presentation that had to be, you know, recorded and, you know, with me speaking in it. And at the start of the year, I saw it and went, fuck. You know, how normal people do when they have a presentation. You normally got to rehearse and all that. And I went, well, actually, it's not that much different to a YouTube video, you know? The only difference is, it's an area that I'm going to spend all this time researching, and I've got, you know, a visual aid, you know? If anything, it's going to be easier than a YouTube video. And I'm like, this is going to be easy. And, you know, I did the research, I set it up nicely, had my presentation there, visual aid, and I got like 94% on it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, you know? And I had a look at the rubric, and I got top marks for the speaking and delivery of the presentation. And you know what I attribute that to? Making fucking YouTube videos. You know, 6 months ago when I started this channel, I would never have thought it had a mindset on the presentation like this, you know. I wouldn't have been able to compare it to a YouTube video because I wasn't making them. But now that I am, I can kind of understand, you know, what it's like to record, even if there's no, you know, talk to, you know, no one, if that makes sense, but, you know, talk to someone at the same time and still have that confidence and that whatnot to present, you know, with clarity and all that kind of important speech. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm super glad that it did work that, and it was kind of just convenient that I could put my YouTube skills on display for someone to actually, you know, critique. And it was real. I was so happy. Now, obviously, the assignment wasn't just the speaking. You know, I did the actual research part of it, and what I was presenting was still very good. Obviously, you don't just get 94% out of nowhere just for being good at talking. Anyways, before I wrap up this video, I wanted to just kind of flip to a little bit more of a, so let's say, negative side. Now, well, it's not a negative, it's just something to be that I've noticed. And it's because my content is very unfiltered and it's my opinion, some of the topics can get a little bit, you know, aggressive, you know, like passionate. Let's go passionate. I like that word, passionate. You know, I get very into what I'm saying, and, you know, shit like getting up and actually making something out of your life and working on improving your good habits and, you know, not jerking off, not eating rubbish, that kind of stuff. And I shit on those people who don't make an effort, and without realizing, it's kind of flipped into, I've turned into a very unapologetic person in real life, in my everyday life, in the sense that if you aren't, suited to me, or you aren't, if you've done something, whether in the past or recently, that I don't approve of or whatever, I'm very quick to cut someone off, or to, come up with a decision. It's kind of just, I'm not sure whether it's a benefit or not, but it's just very unapologetic. It's a word I've got here, and it's a good word. I'm not going to hide away from the truth. I'm actually not terrified of the truth at all. And if I see something a certain way, I'm going to tell you. And it's like with my boys, if they're doing something stupid with a girl or something, I'm going to tell them, mate, you're being a fucking idiot. Pull your head in. And if they're actually going to reciprocate and put an effort towards, getting out of that situation or getting themselves back on track, then I'm going to help them out. They're my boys. But if they're going to continue to do that shit, and I've told them, and I continue to tell them, it gets to a point where, I go, oh, well, I've tried. I'm here to help if you want to be helped, It's like the term, the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Like, I'm not going to bother if my time's growing every day more and more valuable. I'm not going to waste it on someone who doesn't want to help themselves. And looking at it because I like to take a step back in my perspectives, I can see how it may cause turbulence in my friendships, because it's just natural that people don't like the hard truth. And I'm not putting against anyone, my boys or anyone. I'm just saying it's the hard truth. No, not many people like to hear the hard truth. And that's basically my personality at this point, which I'm completely fine with. It's just, it can be, I'm just trying to, show that it's, it can kind of balance on a knife's edge at sometimes, whether it goes really well or really horribly. So it's kind of like a balancing act. You try and keep it balanced. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up by saying YouTube isn't just a walk in the park. Growth fluctuates, waves, but shit goes wrong, videos don't work out, whatever. Life gets in the way, whatever. The whole point is you got to keep grinding and stay consistent. I'm 6 months in, and I'll be honest, the novelty's kind of worn off, Oh, YouTube videos, yeah. It's kind of gone a little bit. I enjoy making the videos, of course, but otherwise I wouldn't be here. But it's kind of like the whole, today's, I've got to record a video today. And sometimes I don't feel like it, but I know at the end of the day, if I don't record that video, I'm just putting myself at a disadvantage. So it's not as easy as what people say, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't start, because it'll be always worth it. And that's the biggest thing I'm saying. I'm trying to get my point across to you, is nothing's easy. Nothing worth it is easy. So just take it on, just fucking do it. It is worth it, trust me. Alright, now if you want some more, I can go into more detail about this if you like, or if you are interested, if you want help from a YouTuber with 145 subscribers. If you want some advice, I can jump on a call with you for $5 for an hour, and I can run through some stuff for you and help you out and kind of give my opinion on things. Something you're interested in, top link in the description. You're still at the end of the video. I love you, and remember, life is what you make it.